Look at me. 27 years old. Not a line, not a wrinkle. 63 years old. Baggy, wrinkled youth. It's all in the lighting. I love to play that game. I may have played it before in my videos, and if I liked it, I will do it again because I'm doing things I like to do. And that's one of them is this. Anyway, enough of that silliness. I have prepared something today. I have prepared to speak of a man named Harold Arlen, who was born in 1905. He was a prolific American composer. He was half African American, and he was half and I don't know, father, mother. He was a product of a Jewish man or woman and an African American man or woman. Anyway, the two, genetically, the Jewish people and the black people came together, and all of the sounds and the rhythms that they brought with them when combined became jazz music. No jazz without the Jews, without the African American people. So, anyway, Harold Arlen was born in 1905, and he prolific American composer. If you have not heard of him, you will recognize some of his tunes. And I performed this earlier. I'm just gonna play it and talk a little bit over it. Maybe even explain why I'm doing this. I'm working on a new way of playing in my real life or wherever I am, but here too, eventually. It is impossible for me to say that I could sit down every day and do a video with a perfect performance of any song that I love, anything greater than Mary Had a Little Lamb, because everything really takes practice. And nobody can just, you can sit down and play something very rudimentarily. I'm gonna have to remove that word. I love it, but I always get it wrong. And it's okay, because I'm not the smartest person in the world. Harold Arlen wrote the song I Love to Sing It. And you will remember that as being sung by a little cartoon owl named Owl Jolson in the cartoon I Love to Sing It. He wrote a song called Linda that I loved. It reminds me of my sweet friend Linda back in Kentucky or Georgia or wherever she happens to be, because she's a globetrotter. Anyway, this man was dynamite. You will probably remember him for these songs I've mentioned, but the ones that you would really, really know him for were from The Wizard of Oz, because Harold Arlen composed the score for The Wizard of Oz. I bought a set of CDs 20-something years ago that had every piece of music from The Wizard of Oz, and it had like 4 CDs, and it wasn't just the music. It actually was recordings of Harold Arlen working with the actors, Ray Bolger and Bert Lahr, and so they're singing, and they're not finished pieces. And Judy sings not a lot. There are 2 or 3 takes of her over the rainbow, because it's like, there's a cough, and it's like, try a little faster, try a little slower. So anyway, but what a contribution. Harold Arlen. If you did, just look him up, read a little bit about him. I've told you briefly. You know his talent. You love his talent. Oh, one more thing. Right after this, I'll tell you why I did it like this. That's really quite funny. But I want to learn to play more smoothly for long stretches. I can play a song almost perfectly if I practice and practice and practice it. And I can play that, and I maybe 3 songs that I'm really super good at one time. But it all depends upon what you're practicing, and I want to do something looser. I want to be able to just play. I just want to play like medleys of sections of songs that I love to play, and then have them weave them in and out of other songs that I love to play in a medley. I'd like to do it smoothly and entertainingly, and be able to sit down and get a whole set together. Like, I'm not talking about here. I would not sit here and play the piano for you for 20 minutes. I wouldn't do that. But I could see myself 20 years from now, blind, with sunglasses on, this same hat, these same overalls, sitting up on the corner with a cup and some gloves with the fingers cut out, because I have my little keyboard over here, and I either have it hooked up to a battery or some kind of business lets me run an orange cord so I can make a living on the corner. So if I could do long stretches of music, it would be easier. Now, there are people who come up and say, and they make requests. If you play in public, you kind of have to know how to take requests too. I know, because I played in public before, and I've had people walk up and go, "Can you do la-da-dee-dee-dee?" And I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I can't." And they just look at you like, "Well, you're filth, and you shouldn't even be here, because la-da-dee-dee-dee is the best song anybody ever played. You suck." Anyway, it's all about trying to get better. It's all about being inspired by what went on in the past and trying to get better and dreaming of a future. And I'm dreaming of a future where there are fewer wildfires and there are fewer hateful people. I want to get away from hateful people. And I just want everything to be better. Okay. I love you this Sunday. I love you tomorrow. I love you all week. Got $1 to borrow? I don't know. I was trying to be funny, but it wasn't very good. I'm going to go now. Bye. Have a good week. Might see you tomorrow. Maybe not.